Hi there. Okay, so let's go ahead. I have a, just in case, before I forget, just in case you are a cross watcher and you're a Libra, I have a message that I want to read to you guys before at the end of the reading, okay? So this is just pre-shuffle. Let me just go ahead and tell you what the pre-shuffle is showing for everyone watching or cross watching. It could be for your person. So it looks like this is just where I split the deck when I was pre-shuffling, but it looks like there's an issue, and the way to overturn it or to get through it, your advice, according to these cards, and it looks like a big issue, like a problem. There's a big tower or something that's got you hung or stuck, not able to, figure out what to do. And just really simple message, but this really simple message, if you're going round and round and like, do I act this way? Do I do this? Do I do this? But you keep circling that loop. This is a strong calling to, I believe, meditate. Meditate until you see things clearly and until you're not as emotional about it. And then that's when then you're going to get a wave of inspiration. And that's when you're going to know to take action. Okay, so just wanted to share that because it was so clear and so strong and a really quick message. So if you're in a big upheaval or have a big tower happening and you're feeling stuck and you're wanting an answer, solution, yeah, do that. Okay, so it's basically meditate. You could always journal. I always encourage you guys to write stuff down, asking, why am I upset? What am I upset about? Sometimes when you put it on paper, you see that it's not that big of a deal. And if it is a big deal, you explore further. Well, because I think that happened because X, Y, Z. And then you can ask yourself, why do I feel that way? Is that even true? You know what I mean? And I'm telling you guys, if you don't know the power of this, the journaling thing, I was so stuck in that dark night shadow work, and I'm not through it, but just I wasn't getting anywhere there for a while until I started journaling. And then why do I feel that way? Well, what do I want? Why do I want that? You kind of start getting into, well, who am I? Anyway, it just makes things so clear, okay? 9 of Voices. Okay, interesting. In reverse. So that's cutting out the noise, right? So it looks like there's been a lot of voices in your head that have kept you stuck somewhere. The Magician. Nice. Ability to create. You have all the... What's going on here? Are we not focused? You have all the tools you need to create. You guys, for those of you who don't know, yes, you can. If you can think it and feel it, then it's probably something deep within you calling you to it. Yes, your mind can play tricks on you. But when it comes to love and matters of the heart, but when it comes to desires and accomplishments, you can freaking go for it, okay? If it's calling to you, you will find a way. You just really, really need to know that you can move forward with that Chariot. Look at that. Something is calling you. Look at that. The lights again. Remember, we had that same lights. The Chariot charging forward. So cutting out some negative self-talk is what this is looking like. And it could be, even though this is not looking like it's about love, it could be holding you back in your passion or career. There's the Strength card, Leo energy. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. King of Materials. Wow. This is, again, 5 of Voices. Wow. I'm sorry. I know I'm just like going wow on y'all. It's crazy strong reading. There's a need for you to take strength in taking a step forward. Okay, so if somebody's afraid of the wrong step or making a misstep, remember that that's better than not taking us action at all. Sometimes we get so stuck in which way to go and what to do that we get analysis paralysis. We don't do anything, and that's the worst thing, because what's in motion will stay in motion, right? The opposite is true. It's Murphy's Law. Is that Murphy's Law? Is it Murphy's Law? It's not Newton's Law, but the things that are in motion will stay in motion, and the opposite is true. So you don't want to ever stop. That pre-shuffle was telling you to meditate, to, give yourself time to breathe, process, and then that might help you get the clear answers. And then when you know that you're feeling less emotional, you're going to get a spark of inspiration. I also feel something else. Hold on, something with that journaling. Write things down. When you get these bursts of inspiration or like downloads of ideas, make sure you write those down somewhere, because you write them down clearly and keep them in an organized place so you can read through them every day, because there are going to be some major bursts of inspiration or downloads that you don't want to miss. So having the courage to move forward with this Strength card, Leo, and this Aries Fool card is going to bring great wealth. You've got the Muse of Materials, that's King of Pentacles. So that can be a person. Okay, so 9 of Emotions. So if this is a person, this reading is about a certain person that you're thinking about and not a finance or work, then there's a lot of love and a lot of blessings, healing going on with that person. But again, 8 of Voices. Wow. So much influence by words. Words are important. But we gotta learn when to see beyond them. 2 of Inspiration. Look at that. Love it. So you can make a decision to listen to those words or to charge ahead, right? The Devil in the recent past. Somebody's played mind games with you, it looks like. 4 of Emotions. Yeah, somebody. And also, I just want to say, I'm really diving deep into how, and I know I had a specific audience in mind when I opened this channel, and that was for people who were stuck, feeling unempowered by love. But now the channel has grown, and I think because I've grown, and I'm hopefully, appealing to a larger audience. I'm really diving deep and always trying to improve my message to include looking at ourselves. When we are so heartbroken and love stuck or love sick, when we're down, we look at what everybody else is doing wrong. And I think Spirit has always pulled me in a direction to make sure there's a mirror there. Like, make sure you have a mirror there too, so that whenever we look at what someone else is doing wrong in tarot, I just always want us to remember, and I remind you, gently, lovingly remind you, to look at yourself as well. Because often what is coming out in these cards, we can be super quick to put or blame or point the finger at someone else. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that's absolutely okay, but it's really a good idea if you're going to go through the tarot journey, watching tarot. It is supposed to empower you and help you grow more than really be looking at what someone else is doing. So remember, every time you point the finger, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you, right? So just make sure that what you're looking at, because often you're attracting situations or learning lessons or karma lessons that actually are either for you to learn not to do that, or for you to learn that happened in the past, or that something like that. There's usually something that we can learn when we're looking at what somebody else is doing wrong. Okay, I hope you're still with me after all that. That was a mouthful. Okay, but anyway, it looks like somebody has been playing mind games with love, trickery. I don't think that's you. I'm just, I think sometimes when we feel so hurt, sometimes it's helpful to go, oh, I kind of did that to someone years ago. Now I know what it feels like. Not that you necessarily did that on purpose, but you just kind of like maybe appreciated their attention, or, you know, I don't know. I just think there's just a very big OMG, you know, like enlightenment light bulb moment here in with all the signs right now. Okay. All right. So 8 of emotions, walking away. 3 materials. Walking away from something. Yeah, they're charging ahead towards cooperation with the 3 pentacles. That could be a partnership. A lot of conflict, and I think there's been bad, like somebody talking bad about you, about someone else. Somebody with mind games for sure. 4 of Pentacles. I also feel like you have the ability to know your value even through all that, because you have enough to give. I mean, this looks like if you haven't come into the money, that it's coming. There also is something about not, like, I don't know, not being taken advantage of financially. Moving more towards something that's more equal. Yeah, see this? Gosh, you guys, we are so tapped in right now, you and I. If you are not subscribed and you watch the channel a lot, I suggest you subscribe, please. I think it will connect us, it will make us closer. Your readings will come through clearly, but there's some trickery in the past. 3 of Inspiration. Whatever this lesson is, this person in the past that tricked you or that you got hung up on, there's major, you're going to come out further ahead. There's a major growth in it, like a blessing that is going to, I believe, save you from a similar situation with greater consequences down the road. Like this was you know how that whole mountain, is it a mountain or a molehill? And not that what you've been through has been a molehill, but learning it now in this scenario is very purposeful in the sense that it will take you on a different path of something that would be similar but huge. So we're going to reshuffle and look at, yeah, there's some sort of due diligence that needs to be done. I think maybe in the past there's been a want or a tendency to see the best in everyone, which is a beautiful, beautiful quality. But you have to know that when people peg you as such, especially with things being all weird like they are in the world right now, it could make you, you know, an easy target. There's that Wheel of Fortune, like we had in the beginning. To be taken advantage of. So, don't always be real readable. Well, you guys usually aren't real readable. Okay. Make sure you don't show all your cards, something like that. Poker, gambling, I don't know. All right, let's ask some questions about love. 8 of Materials. Look at her. She got her hands full. Maybe this is options. I don't know. Medusa, Temperance, 8 of Materials. What is this 8 of Materials, first of all? Ooh, King of Inspiration. Huh. So it looks like you have a lot of options, but you're also having to juggle a lot and work really hard. And it's kind of like, you know, you kind of nudge this little, you got this project, you do a little bit here, and then you have to go here and put this one. It's like you got a lot of, maybe juggling a lot of balls all at once. And it's like, it's not as simple as if you had all your eggs in one basket and you were just plowing forward with that one deal, right? Oh, gosh, I am so hot. I gotta take this sweatshirt off. Hold on. Sorry, babes. But this is basically saying, look, this is, all right. One momento. I dropped the deck. Yes, I'm a mess. Bear with me. This is basically saying you're diversified and you're juggling, I guess, making progress in a lot of different areas. But I think it's a good thing. I mean, if you're struggling with like prioritizing, is this a prioritizing issue? Let me use this. Awakening, that's a judgment. That's it's throat chakra is what it looks like. I feel like you're worried because you feel torn in too many directions. Yeah, which is weighing heavy on you. But let's get advice. I'll have to grab another deck for live. I'm sorry, you guys. The Hermit. I think that there's a need to meditate and just take a breather, and then you're going to get that burst of inspiration again. Let me grab a different deck. I want to see what's going on with love. But you got some good stuff going on, and it's not saying to bail on anything. You may need to prioritize. And again, if it's confusing in your head, if you feel overwhelmed and like you can't sort through everything, write down the different categories. Make sure you're giving enough attention to the different pillars. Like you've got family, you've got career, you've got passion or hobbies, health, love. You might want to write down each of those things, and then kind of keep that in your journal. Or if it's a bunch of different companies or projects, then I just feel like there's a need to be organized. The Capricorn, the Devil card. Also getting Aries from that. So tell me about the person that is on your mind. Taking a break. Yeah, maybe so somebody is pulling on you. For some of you, I feel like instead of putting something off and keep telling them that, you may just have to say, hey, let me circle back when I get XYZ less overwhelmed or whatever. Instead of just keep putting them off. I'm afraid that somebody might be seeing you as undecisive or scattered because, well, I think you might be feeling scattered. But I think there's something about a need to just vocalize that. Like, this may not be the right week for me to do, or something like that. It's like, yeah, I need another week. Or, I need, I don't know, something about stating your needs. You guys tell me what you're talking about. You guys, will you tell me what I'm talking about, please, in the comments? Because you probably know. 6 of Wands, success, recognition, Queen of Swords. Something needs to be said, and it needs to be said direct. You need to explain something. And I'm not saying you're supposed to explain or over-explain, but something clear, direct, not... Write it down. Something needs to be said just clear and direct to give somebody a very simple, short, keep it sweet, short. You guys know that KISS, that expression I use? It's keep it simple, stupid, KISS. It's just a reminder that when we don't have a clear answer and we can run around, you know, just run a bunch of words, and then it's not as respected. So keep it simple, stupid, you know what I mean? And that always usually comes back to writing it down. But yeah, you got a new beginning with the King of Pentacles, somebody with money. I mean, that just keeps showing up. There's an Empress too. So some new partnership. I still don't know if it's love. Oh, thank you. Did y'all see that fly out? 7 of Cups. Options. This is what it's, here is a problem, is you got too many options. Wow, somebody wants to give you money. Oh my. Wow, it looks like somebody wants to give you money, donations, or money for your project, and maybe that's what this is. I think I'm getting something more clear, I'm sorry. Okay, these cards, what's coming through is I think there is a need for you to not have to do it all yourself, okay? A need to delegate, teach others to do things, let them do it their way, and then if that's better, and then, you know, guide them or teach them to do it if it's really important, it's done a certain way. There's a need for expansion. And because I think you're trying to do too much. Somebody wants to come in and help you. So why are you not allowing that? Don't understand. It's like a tendency or a habit to think you got to do it all yourself. I still don't have love. Let's look at love. Maybe this just isn't a love reading and I need to do another one. But let's see if we can get something in love real quick. What's going on in love? Okay. Something was communicated that it's over. Oh my gosh. Another King of Pentacles. Yeah, and there was a disagreement or a How does this person feel? This other person? Yeah, they're going to come back in and offer cooperation. I mean, this is screaming it. There's a 4 again. Yeah, they're going to offer cooperation and a new beginning. So this whole ordeal may have to do with you trying to do too much and spreading yourself too thin and needing to hire help. And maybe that's what needs to be communicated, that you're willing to let go of, you know, maybe trying to do it all your own. Still not totally feeling like love. Maybe this person is tied to your... So there you go. You've got 6 of Wands again. Success. I mean, success, victory, recognition. So it does look like it's in love too. Love and money. That's a little scattered of a reading. I'm sorry. I feel you guys really strong. It is all over the place, but it's a strong message of you being recognized. You've got a lot of things going on at once. You're making progress in a lot of different areas. Looks like there was some harsh words spoken or something ending. That it looks like it's a business and love not ending, even though it looks like it's ending, and it's been burdensome, a heavy load, and that load's going to get lighter. Somebody's going to come in and help you, and they want to give you money. I mean, it looks like you're extremely appreciated or recognized. Maybe you need to take a little bit of a look at that. Maybe you don't need to be quite so recognized, you know, because it may be costing you too much. Let me grab an oracle. Oh, I just wanted to show you guys this real quick, just in case you are a Libra. I don't know, this message, before I put it back, when I got to my desk, I wanted to read this to you. It says, as you shift, this card was already out, okay, so, but I started to put it back and I was like, nope, somebody needs to hear this. As you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing you what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you're drifting away from a relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. Somebody in long hair is just not seeing things your way, or confusing your mission or your vision. Something like that. Okay. Let's see. Let's get one more. Okay. New life. Yeah. Peace. Look at that. New life. I'm gonna read it. Okay, zoned out. Sorry, I don't know how long I was gone. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. When spring awakens, the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song, and nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. New energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with sweetness and vibrancy, only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with the others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is very auspicious, a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. So you got love and partnerships here. I was feeling that and it got a little bit confusing. Prosperity, you have every reason to be optimistic right now as things seem to fall into place magically. We had magician multiple times. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if a new life suddenly infuses your project's work and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling upon you. Okay, there was a couple things I got that came to mind that I didn't want to interrupt myself. Peanut M&Ms. And that crackling. I don't know why there's a crackling. Is that a fire crackling or like crackling in your body? Is it at maybe when you're asleep or you're meditating you feel or hear a crackling? Okay, one of my ears, my hearing just shifted, so maybe it's somebody's ears or an airplane pressure. Let me just read this other part. It says, you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate, this is protection. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. There we go. That's what I probably was struggling with to get. Trying to have it all, do it all, know all the answers. So that might be for someone was trying to come through. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You're at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. Somebody might have a sore throat too, which Maybe you could gargle with salt. I don't know. Hum. The throat could be related to a closed throat chakra and a need to have clear, direct answers. And sometimes when we don't know the answer, we do that run-on thing. That's why I was explaining that kiss technique, because keep it simple. You'll be more effective, more powerful, more respectful.